Hello, yes, I'm coming back here to do you a sitting down video. And to the video, I must say that you probably not keen of the outcome of the video because of the weather. It is like raining, and basically season for this particular of month in what now in July is actually summer, but um I think I have to do a video as well because otherwise there will be no way I'm going to show you. I have you in my mind that I want to show you before. And as you know me, I am Glamorous. My YouTube channel is Glamorous Pillar. What you'll be surprising that I am trying my best not to move a lot of my hand because I'm sure that people realize it. I move my hand so much, so I'm gonna stick my hand here. Don't show so much of your hand because I'm not Italian anyway. I am Malaysian. What I'm babbling about is that you know that my YouTube channel is Glam Race Villa, and I am doing this video because I have passion to do this video, and I love to jibber jabbering, anything that in particular current situation and anything important, anything that I need to see the potential of raising or sharing, like perhaps some people might not know where and some people don't know how to, and perhaps I might help in the certain ways on certain areas, you wouldn't know you might help somebody else out there. Probably people love to see other people's life because they are so like I don't know, people love to watch people. It's like a narrative of others, and perhaps if it can guide them to be a setting with you as a person that doing all this video or YouTube sitting down video can actually bringing them to this positive vibe, not a negative, energy or direction, but more into the positive vibe. It could probably help them, lead them to go somewhere. Yeah, I basically can make people happy because I love to watch other people as well in order to motivate myself. So yeah, and the first item that I need to share you is I'm going to talk about this because it's something to do with a book, and it's a knowledgeable book. It's not a fantasy, science fiction, a romantic anime search, but this is a book that given you a lot of infos, and this is all about the history. I think I have been sharing this book before, and additional to that, this is the first book that I shared before is in Kitab Bahasa Malaysia, but Bahasa Kitab Tamadun Melayu, sorry, Kitab Tamadun Melayu, and then they have an extended version which is Kitab Tamadun Melayu 2, the version number 2. This is the first, and they have extension number 2, which is grasping a little bit more bigger in the pictures about the civilization of Malays. Melayu is Malays, and in English, and this is in Bahasa Malaysia. This is basically about the history from the previous years or era or before century. Yeah, AD, we call it AD, and this selection of book it is not just come from the selection of the kitab Tamadun Melayu as well, but it also comes in other books as well. Kitab means a book which is sacred, a book that you can get knowledge. You're not gonna be, dumping it on the floor, put it behind, and left it ignored. Something knowledgeable that you gain something from here. So I want to share you the second book, which is similar in its selection of the history or the civilization of every individual of a book. And the second one I want to share you, this is more that I need to share is the Kitab Tamadun Japan that I haven't even read this yet. So this is it is kind of like not thick but enough information. And I think for those who are into literature, history, you want to gain more, not just into your own country, but others, adaptation to other history and legendary civilization of them. Also, it will be fascinated and you gain some knowledge of it, and then you can respect other people's culture as well. So why is the reason, this or that happened, and why they have all these shrine and that and this and so many other historical tourist visiting areas that you go on through when you are in Japan. If you are covering Japan, if you love to go to Japan, so that give you some input and the knowledge to dig more. This is another book which is a Kitab Tamadun Japan, of the Book of Civilization of Japan in English. And other as well, if you are into this oriental part of far away of east, and this is the book of literature of China, or here in written is all in Bahasa. This is all in Bahasa Malaysia. Unfortunately, they are come in Bahasa Malaysia. I'm not sure whether they have in English as well. Perhaps that there is, but different publisher. So this is basically meant for those Malaysian, Malay Chinese Indian here in Malaysia. You can read it in this book if you want to improve your Bahasa Malaysia. If you are citizenship of Malaysia, you should have win or known or know or basically grasp the Bahasa Malaysia fluently, eloquently. This is a book and it comes so thick like that because China, so many histories coming from the king South back those years in Dynasty Ming, then Dynasty Qing, and so many other dynasty as well. So I haven't not read this just yet, but just a lot of infos and something that I think you should go and dig in and get some knowledge and expose yourself into the history. Perhaps you love histories, and somehow if you go travel around there, you could actually experience and have this kind of a like connection with them, since basically the area you got to visit, the area, historical area that where the history a little bit, and the communication versing wise will be fantastic. So the rest, the other book is completely different. So beforehand, I need to say that this book are written by this publisher is Patriots, and they come in Greece as well, and the Osmania literature. But these two books I haven't grasped it yet. The price is only 38 ringgit. Basically, all of the thickness of the book is all in the same um, price. One each is 38, but the info is more, and it's more for certain countries, and another is a little bit sufficient enough to grasp the input or data of something that you need to reach for the history of certain individual country. So the next will be another completely different book. I love to venture into book at times when you are at the corner of the at your area, at your spot at that particular point where you don't seems to be wanting it to be out. So you don't want to be exposed so much with social activities, and then you just be in your cave, but in a good cave. It's not that you've been l- delusionally alone in solitude, but you are alone with knowledge. So you grasp a book and you grab your coffee and sitting at your comfortable spot, or park, or anywhere you want, library perhaps, or in the house. So this is especially a good friend of you you not just having good friends to being solitude with a knowledgeable and more intense quality time, but also you have something to absorb positively by reading it, and then you see the bigger pictures of universe, the bigger picture of the universe that giving you, because this are all the knowledge, because knowledge is about something that you have to earn it regardless your age, what direction you are from. Book is always a book, and yeah, that's the reason why I love reading a book. Basically, this informative book, knowledgeable book, something to do with the guidance and advice and psychological book. Such then I do read novel as well, and depends. I love this authentic novel and also a romance novel at times, and more into this a mysteries and such. Okay, and this book is actually an Islamic book. Oh, speaking of Islamic book, this Patriots also come the Kitab of the Islamic civilization book as well. So now back to here. This is another book which is written in Bahasa Surat Cinta dari Tuhan. This is a book. It correlates with the 30 Jews, the book of virtue Quran, the Quran. So this is basically they will specify it in verse by verse. So you know the meaning of the Quran rather than directly having a book of translation of Quran. This book is actually more in depth and intense to making you understand that certain verse is meant for what and what is the verse's point is. So it's just not reading and understanding the translation itself, but oh, this is in the bigger pictures of what is it is meant to you or to any human being, when it comes to and understanding the book of virtue Quran, and this is the Tadabur. We call it Tadabur. This is having five Tadabur of verses selection from every juice, means every selection of phrase. Phrase one, the phrase one, like so many pages, and two and three in the face of the Quran, which is in the 30 juz of Quran. They will pick specifically, but it's all, this book include of all 30 juz, and you will get this understanding even more rather than blindly read the Quran, that not knowing what is stated and what is it given you, as this is a book of the God to send it to all the human in the universe. So they make it specifically tadabur to make you understand, so you won't get it or grasp it in the wrong way or confused. Book is called Surat Cinta dari Tuhan. This is a bestseller. Even 1 million have been sold. It's amazing. This is from one of the scholar. It's called Adenin Roslan. Adenin Roslan. Okay, we had already covered. I already covered the book selection. This is the book, and a lot more books that need to be read and absorb it. And also, in this particular of sitting on video, I want to show you something, because we are now in what summer, in the mid of summer, towards the end. And you know what? During the summer, that that there's always you know people out there would complain about how scorching hot it is. Plus, here in tropical country, it's extremely humidity, which even more. hot and humid. You sweat a lot. So the best is to wear anything linen like that, or even the jeans is cotton jeans, and you got to wear the hat. So the hats, you can't wear the winter hat or autumnal hat, because it's from wool. But this is a straw hat. This is actually an air circulation hat. Apart from that, also you want to carry a bag which actually leads you to the summer season. Then I want to show you these two bag from this. Actually, this is a gift. This is actually from Thailand. The the Thailand people, they have the row of street market where they actually um, get others to experience this kind of bag, which is a weaker bag. Um, then long ago, I remember my grandmother used to have this, a floor in a big house, wooden house. They don't have any carpet at that point. And talking about this Southeast Asia mostly, they don't have anything like carpeting, like in the era of Osmania or Turk and such. Persia, we're talking about Greece. They have all this carpet, or even in wherever in Europe, but in the southern country, this is what they used to lay on the floor. Then they will sit on the floor mostly. The normal people we are talking about, except the royal or aristocrat or anybody that in the very high level of status in the palace or something like that, they have a chair or stool, or anything to be seated comfortably. So this is usually they use on the floor. They can use it. They can sleep on it. And then they have an invention for this a bag as well. So this they're using this river of the specific plants, and they make it like this, and they put all these colors according to you know whatever to whomever artisan person wanted to, just to make it different. So this the handle, handle they come up with, they use this same material as well. They roll it. So this is basically meant for the summer, and it's actually match my house, and it's easy access, and it's just enough for bringing it outdoors. You go to the ocean, you go to the beach, you go to any hot country season. This is basically the best ever bag that you carry with, apart from the other rattan, rattan also come into the pictures of the include of fashion wise or bag selection for summer. And these are one of the thing that I need to share with you. And another one, they come up with the same, similar but completely different. Depend on the artist. They call it the artisan himself or herself. This is the similar material they use. The weaver with their pun, and then they not even put any color on it, but this is the original of the mangkuang in Bahasa. Not sure the English version or name or specific scientifically name of the plant. We call it mangkuang. So this is the mangkuang, and this is the color after they have been soaked or boil it in hot water and such, and turn up the patina like this. After a while it's gonna be changes as well. It's gonna be slightly darker than this one. And just to accessorize the handle wise, you can create anything. You can put a ladder like that. This is the closure just to secure the opening here from open, opening like this. Even here, they have such a something they put here from the wood itself, and you can have the the string actually to the string that looping that actually can be make it as a closure. But I think I might lost it or something. In size wise and depth, you can store a lot of things. You can carry your towel if you want to lay on a You want to lay what on the beach? You can have a towel to lay on the beach, or any piece of cloth that you want to lay on the beach. You want to wear the sarong for covering up a little bit, or any beach wear outer layer in order to sit on the beach, or on to sit at the beach before you go and dip yourself into the water or in the sea. So yeah, these two are meant for the summer season. So this is the reason being why I want to share with you. So the next, we talk a little bit tiny things, whether it's relevant or not relevant. I'm not sure, but I just want to share is because, as you know, that I love to wear lashes, and I at times I do the extended lashes, but not all the time, because it tends to to go and ruin it after a while. It will last you for what, a month, and perhaps less than a month if you're not very careful. So either you want to do it yourself, but I doubt it. I'm not gonna use the eyelashes. I'm doing it myself because I'm not good at it. So people was telling me I was using these eyelashes, which is using the mink. This is the one that I picked, which is not that longer in that in a mink wise, the lashes itself curls. It's not that too long, and it's easy. It's natural. It looks so natural. Look at the way I wear it, and it's so natural. Yet it's curl. This is the best lashes I ever used. Comparing to this one, this is slightly different. This is plastic, and this is so much dramatic and so long, meaning that if you want to wear any season at all and you want to use the sunshade, okay, so you can't even wear it properly. You have to put your sunshade or your sunglasses on top of your nose here at the tip of your nose, which is quite not practical because of the sweat it might slip and it doesn't look nice. It looks odd, so you want it to be straight onto your nose bridge. This is the size or the length of the hair of the mink. And furthermore, it's mink, and this is plastic. It's more flexible. It's more natural. So this is now what I'm wearing it, and it looks so natural. People thought that it's a natural lashes, but in fact, it enhanced my look by putting this lashes on. So these are the two. I want to show you the difference between the one that with the mink and the efficiently, um, correct line for you to wear during any season at all. Last and not least, it's something that I grasped from this place, Megan, long beforehand I did purchase anything from Megan, either way you can pronounce it. So it's all listed here. This is a gold smith shop, and they are selling the gold. This is we're talking about 916 gold, either with gemstone. They have a gemstone as well, or the crystal. They don't have any diamond with it, but they have the crystal with gold. So every time you see anything sparkly, it is a crystal stone which can grab the gold, which is 916 gold. And what I'm going to mention here is that usually when I purchase it, it comes in a very simplified box. It's just like a box like you wear ordinary accessories, which is not gold. It could probably a silver or other metal as well, and they coated it with gold, um, and that's it basically. So they put it in this box that which is more more like not meant for buying the jewelry. They want to make it different, but it's not there because jewelry you have to put it in a very nice compartment because you're buying the gold, and the gold price is higher than any other metal or material in that sense for making the jewelry. So now they have enhanced it. They have to more make it more premium, like by putting it everything gold, selection of gold. They are selling all gold, and they put it in here box like a normal jewelry goldsmith box, which is now Megan here in red box, but still this is more premium, and that's how it is. So again, you will see this box without anything inside here is empty because I have been using it for sure the jewelry that I purchased here. And of course they come with this now receipt, and they also had something they do in like a online they're gonna send you the invoice in PDF online. Usually they do that, but now they give you this receipt in this beautiful pouch or envelope like this. And this is the box for Mega now, more premium, more I think meant for gold in particular jewelry. So Megan has a few outlets, and this one I had it in Ion, Shah Alam. They also have in IOI Putrajaya, also in Isetan, KLCC, and also Sunway Carnival and My Town KL. Few like two, three, four, five, six outlet for this particular Omega. You can find it in any huge mega mall. This goldsmith is called Megan. And the item that I picked from this box is this jewelry that I already wear it. Most of the time I will definitely wear it. This is a full clover, a bracelet. This is how the hook is, easy to take it off, and it's a flower but not it is it is looking like a Van Cleef and Arpels folk level, but they make it differently when they had in bracelet as well. So the best thing about this, you can actually see it close up. They come in this sparkly folk level um, leaf like this, and this is how the main one actually. But say you want to change the mood, you want to look different, you can actually change it by put it upside down. This is the bottom. It could be the bottom, it could be the top, so it changes the flowers itself. You have another motif which is like this. This is a normal usually for flowers. They come with like this, but if you want anything additional, looks fantastic. Can you see that? You want it additional fantastic look, you can switch to the original top flowers. It's supposed to be the part that you should be showing, not the bottom part just now, but you can change, you can sweep it any way you want according to your liking. This is, you can see the engrave or the the way how they do it of these folklore flowers. It has all this shining glittering in that, despite there is nothing as glass uh, or crystal in it. It's just gold. 916 this outlet Megan. I think I have covered the whole thing. I've covered the book. I've covered the summer bag, this one, and also I covered the lashes that I wear for daily use despite of all the occasion and the season, and also the Megan, which is this bracelet that I purchased it recently. I hope you enjoy this type of video. This is rather brief, and there's a lot of informative, I suppose, that I bring you into this YouTube sit down video, and I will see you in my next.